Good morning, first grade. It is officially May. We have made it to the 166th day of school. Oh my word, 100 in the hundreds place, 6 tens in the ones place, and 6 itty bitty ones. There are only 13 more days of school. Today is the 4th of May, so we've already gotten up and started today. So you have 4 more days this week, 5 next week, and then look, the last day of school is on Thursday, the 21st, and then summer vacation officially begins on Friday, the 22nd. It's coming so fast. Today, we're going to do some math together, but I wanted to show you something. Do you guys have these? Have you guys ever seen Orbeez at your house? Don't they just feel so cool? You kind of just want to, oh, look, I already made it. Like, they get away from you so fast. They feel so, cool and nifty, don't they? I just like them. They're kind of fun. So, I wanted to show you. Can you guys see how many? Look in this pile right here. How many Orbeez do I have there? Let's count by 2, shall we? 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, on the one, what do I have? 9. So I have 9 Orbeez there. Let me see on the other side how many I'm going to add. What do I have? 2, 4, 6, 7. So if I'm going to add 9 plus 7, today in math, you're going to start regrouping. And you can do that with macaroni, or you could do that with LOLs if you have them. But I want you to take a big number that's not quite 10, like 8 or 9, and then I want you to add another big number that's not quite 10, like this one is 8. So let's see. If I'm going to make this a group of 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Now do I have 1 10? And how many little itty bitty ones? How many do I have all together of my Orbeez? Yes, that is right. I have 16. First grade, you just regrouped into the tens place. Isn't that so cool? Okay, I want to talk a little bit, but let me get us a joke. Okay, let's see what my jokes are today. You guys ready? Oh, I like this one. Who keeps the ocean clean? Who keeps the ocean clean? The mermaid, because a maid is somebody who cleans. I love it. Okay, what about this one? What does a snowman eat for breakfast? What does a snowman eat for breakfast? Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes. That one is so silly. Okay, today in Bible, let me see if I can show you our verse. We have a fun verse this week I really like. It says, each of you should use, and I love to say it, you know how when we're memorizing our verse in class, if we ever come across the word whatever, how do we like to say it? We like to say it like, whatever, because it's kind of a funny way to help us remember that word. It says, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others. And it's 1 Peter 4:10a. Can you tell your parents why that has an A on the end? I know that you know. One of the things we're going to learn about in Bible this week, let me show you. So to serve others, let's see if I was playing a game of Uno. It's our emoji Uno. Do you want me to show you my hand? Look at all those greens. I have a lot of greens, huh? It's our emoji Unos like we use in class. Well, if I wanted to play, look, I brought Emma over. Remember how I have all my friends in class? Hi, Emma. Thanks for coming and helping me. So Emma's going to come and play Uno with me. Okay, I see that the card in the middle is a 9 red. I have to draw. I can't go. So let me see. Do you want to see what I draw? Oh, I got another green. Okay. Emma, it's you. I don't have any 9s or reds. Okay, Emma, go ahead. Go ahead, Emma. Do you want to play, Emma? Does that work? No, I can't really play Uno very well by myself. And you want to know something really neat? God has called us to serve others because we serve even better when we serve with other people. So we should use whatever gifts we have to serve others. And this week we're going to talk about Paul and how he is a huge missionary and goes out and shares the gospel. But the cool thing is he starts serving with other people also. And when he does that, they just grow and grow. The church numbers just grow and grow because more people are telling about Jesus. Okay, this week I also want you to see that we're going to read this book. It's called Arthur's Pet Business. You actually got it in a photocopied, but we're going to read this for 2 weeks. We're going to read that this week and next week. It does not have chapters, but it's as long as a beginning chapter book. You are welcome to read the whole thing today if you want to find out how it ends, because it has kind of a fun, silly necessarily ending, so you are welcome to read the whole thing. But I did just assign you to read only till this page. Can I show you what this page looks like? It's where Arthur is kind of looking tired. So I do want you to read through this page. Okay, you can also, if you want to get a few extra reading minutes, reread it like we would in class. You know, if we were in class, we would read this story twice so that we really understand. And then you're going to learn some different things that Arthur is going to do. It's so funny. One of the things you're going to learn is something that we talked about in class, and that is goods and services. Can you guys see that? Specifically, we're going to talk about services. Remember, service is something somebody does for somebody else, a job that you pay someone else to do for you. What's a job that you maybe pay someone else to do for you? Sometimes, whether you do at my house, we do our own lawn, but like my next door neighbors has somebody come do their lawn. I have friends who their pool, somebody comes and cleans their pool. I have friends I have somebody who comes and sometimes cleans my house if I'm really busy. So there's things that we pay for, even when you go out to eat. Does somebody bring you your food? That's a service. Remember, we talked about goods and services a while ago. Today, you get to decide what kind of service job you would like to do. Maybe you want to be a teacher. Maybe you will teach people to do gymnastics or to throw football. Or maybe you will teach people, maybe like Jack, you're going to teach people how to build Legos. Maybe Jack is going to make videos, and people are going to pay for those videos on how to make like cool Lego cars and stuff. So think of what job you could do, and it is okay with me if it's something you couldn't actually do right now. If you want to use your imagination and do some kind of cool service job, you can totally come up with that. And I want you to come up with a way that you are going to serve and ask somebody to pay you for that, right? Like a job like Arthur does. Maybe I know first graders who've gone over and already fed somebody's cat at their house or their fish. Maybe you're going to read books to somebody's dog or baby sister, and somebody would pay you for that. So think of ways that you can serve, okay? Also today in math, stay tuned. In just a minute, we're going to actually look at our actual math page, and I really want you to do that with me. So if you need to, you can go through this video and then come back to it in that little part, or you can press pause and go get your math page if you want. But one of the things we are going to do is did you see what happened? Does my red have any ink in it, first grade? Let's try a different way, okay? We're going to use a number line today. The page is going to give you number lines, so you're going to be okay for that. But I also gave you a 120s chart that you can use to count on today, and you can use it tomorrow to count back, okay? So remember, when we count on, which way do we go? On means it's going to get bigger, right? We're going to get bigger. We're adding, okay? So if I'm at 1 and I count on and I say I can hop 3 times, I'm going to take 3 hops. 1, 2, 3. So all together, if I started, well, I would have started at 0, but let's say I'll stop 3 times and I already hopped once. So 1 plus 3 is 4. So you're going to do that, but remember, if you're going to count back, let's say I have 4 pieces of pizza, but I gave 2 of them to Mateo. I'm looking at Mateo's picture right there. I gave 2 of them to Mateo. 1, 2, how many do I have left? I have 2 left. So you're going to do that some more, so stay tuned for that, okay? Okay, first grade, we're going to go look at our math page. So if you want to go grab your math page right now, you can do that right this minute with me. We're going to go over it exactly because we're going to do some of them together even today. Or if you want to watch that and then go to story time and then come back, you do that too. Either one, just hold on and then we're going to go do a little math. Okay, did you get your math page so we can talk about it? I know we already looked at our number line, but now I want to talk about some specific things on our math page. Okay, oops, I just hit it. Hopefully it's still straight. Let me see if I can keep it as straight as possible for you. Okay, well, you know, if you guys were here in class with me, what would I say? What would be the first thing I would say? I would please say, stop and put your name at the top. And then if we were here, what would I take? I'd take somebody who had their name already on, and then you could give me a crazy name. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to use a crazy name today. Since we used Orbeez today, why don't we say Mrs. Orbeez? Isn't that kind of silly? That's kind of a silly name. Is that an okay crazy name for today? Mrs. Orbeez. So since I use those for counters today, is that kind of silly? Okay, you guys already know how to do this, but I want to show you something on the front, specifically the white space that you can use when you do this. Also, do we have to read everything? Because you know, sometimes if we read fast, we don't get all the information. So first we read the directions, always, always, always. It says, read each word problem, write the number sentence, use the number line to solve. Well, we know how to do that. A sea snail, 2 clownfish, and 2 seahorses live on a coral reef. What is the total number of those sea animals? Well, first of all, total number tells me that I'm adding, right? The total number is going to tell me, let me see if that makes that hard to see with that highlighted. I think I'll just circle. And then it says, I like to circle the important information, right? So I see that there's 2 seahorses. There's 2 clownfish. Oh, what does a sea snail mean? What does that mean, first grade? Let me see if I can make it even a little clearer first. Should I see if I can make it clearer? Is that a little better? How about that? A little bit more? Okay. What does a sea snail mean? It means 1, right? A sea snail means 1 sea snail. See this little spot right here? This is where you're going to be able to write your addition sentence. So a sea snail, blah, 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 say that 5 times fast. A sea snail, a sea snail, a sea snail. It's hard to say, right? So a sea snail, 1. So I'm going to do 1 plus how many clownfish? Plus 2 plus how many seahorses? Plus 2. Don't forget your equal sign in your addition sentence. I'm adding 3 numbers. I can use my number line to hop. So what should I start with right here? I can just add this. If you can do that, you can add on and do that. But I can also use my number line. I like to see it on your number line. I'm going to stand on the 1, not on the 0 because I already have 1. And then I'm going to count on by 2. 1, 2 hops. And then how many more hops? 1, 2. How many sea animals are there altogether? You already figured it out. Okay, I want you to do the same thing when you come down to 2. You know exactly how to do that. When you come to 3 and 4, they're showing you an example on number 3. Let me make sure you can see that. On number 3, they're showing you the example. If you can't see it super clear on my paper, then I want you to make sure you have your paper in front of you, okay? Is it all crooked, crazy? There you go. Remember, this is just like we did in class. Oh, I know it. I will help. Let me turn these lights off, you guys. Remember, this is just like what we did in class. Is that a little brighter? Yep, that's better. Okay, where it would say, oh, the frog hopped 4 feet per hop. How many feet did he hop with 4 hops? So what it's saying is this seahorse can swim 3 feet in 1 minute. How far will the seahorse swim in 4 minutes? So I got to give it 3 hops, 1, 2, 3, for every minute. But here's 1 minute, here's 2 minutes, here's 3 minutes, and here's 4 minutes. Oops, that's got to get a little crazy. So then I can figure out how far it hopped in 4 minutes. This one is kind of neat because coral, oops, did it go crazy? Coral is something that grows in the sea. And it actually does grow, but it grows, I'm trying to make it stay and it won't. Here, let me use my rock and see if I can make it stay. There we go. Coral is something that does grow, but it grows really, really slow. Like, let me show you on my ruler. We know the ruler, this side is inches. And what's the other side? Yes, centimeters. That's even why it has that little cm right there, right? It says some coral grows about 2 centimeters in a year. So isn't this crazy? It really only grows that much in 1 year. From this little start of that line, just 2 centimeters. That's crazy. Do you grow way more than 2 centimeters in a year? You sure do. You grow way faster than coral. It says how much would it grow in 4 years? So you're going to use that. It's going to take 2 hops on your number line. So there's 2 years. There's 3 years. 2 hops. So figure it out for 4 years. Okay, if you're not ready for the back, hold on. Let me get the back for us. Hold for 1 second. Good job. Okay, I had to go make a copy of the back. Let me show you. Let's see if that looks well enough that you can see it. Okay, let's talk a little bit about what's happening on the back. Here is where we're going to regroup first grade, but we're not going to regroup yet by taking things out of the tens place or adding things into the tens place. putting it above the numbers. Instead, we're going to do that right now with counting on. When you get to second grade, you're going to learn how to do that in such a great way. I feel like this little cricket. Do you think I can fix it a little bit? There, is that a little better for you? I don't know. Okay, here's what I want to show you. So, you know how sometimes I like to show you what not to do? Okay, let me show you what not to do, okay? So let's say that this says 29 plus 3. 29 plus 3. So let's say if I write, well, okay, 29 plus 3 here. So what is 9 plus 3, first grade? What is 9 plus 3? Go ahead and figure it out. Add on. 9, 10, 11, 12. But, so let's say I write a 12 here. What is wrong with that? Do I write 12 right there? No, can 12 go into the ones place? It cannot. It is too big. A number above 9 cannot go into the ones place. So 12 cannot go there. So, but let's say I accidentally make that mistake and I put a 12 there and then I go, oh, there's a 2 in the tens place. I'll bring my 2 down. So I've just said 29 plus 3 equals 212. Is that correct? Of course not. That's silly. You know that that wouldn't make any sense. So that is why I don't want you to do it that way. So what we're going to do for the next 2 days is we're going to do it with counting on, and we can use our number line. If you can do it in your head, that is completely okay, but I do want you to double check yourself. So look at this one. It says 29 plus 3. Well, I can go on my hundreds chart. Can you see my hundreds chart? Let me make sure that I can see it on there. Yep. So I can go 29, and I'm going to say plus 3. 1, 2, 3. What do I land on, first grade? Yes, I land on 32. Let's try this one. 81 plus 2. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to find 81. 2 hops. 1, 2. What do I land on? 83. Let me show you. Do you see these crazy little lines like here? You might be like, what are these lines for? Let me show you what these lines are for. That's where you're going to count on. Let's try it. 81. What comes next? 82. And then 83. After I figure out the counting on, then I'm going to come over and write the answer. Now this one doesn't have regrouping, so we know 1 plus 2 equals 3, and 8 plus 0 equals 8. But down here, guess what? This is where you're going to, let me see if I can make sure you can see it. There you go. You're going to regroup, but I want you to count on right here. Remember, we're going to circle the important information. A diver sees how many fish? Yes, 39 green fish. Did you circle that on your paper? He sees how many red fish? How many does she see in all? All is the key word that tells me we must be adding on. Yes, counting on. We're getting all together. We're adding. So, come to 39 plus 4. So, this is the same thing. What is 9 plus 4? If I came up here, let's try it. If I said 39 plus 4, I'm going to write on that person's head. Do you think that'll be kind of funny if I write on their head? 39 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Oh, if I write a 13 right here, and then 3. Is 39 plus 4 313? No. This is why you have to go put that extra 10 that you made. 9 plus 4 equals 13. So that extra 10 goes into the tens place, and this is how we're going to do that. We're going to say 39, and we're going to add 4. Let me find 39. There's 39. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I land on? Correct. So I'm going to write them right here. Are you ready? 39, 40, 41, 42. What comes next? 43. 39 plus 4 equals what? 43. And then you can come over and write the sum right there. Okay, first grade, do fantastic job on this. I want you to go ahead and finish 8 and 9 yourself. Don't forget, circle the correct information. And right here, you're going to use this space. Let me make sure you can see it. See how there's this little yellow space right here? Here is where you're going to write the counting on. Okay, so you can count on right there in that space, even though they didn't give you the lines. And don't forget to use the hundreds chart. Okay, get comfy for some story time. Great job on your math. Are you ready for some story time? Well, maybe this little boy, he's making ice cream soup. Maybe your service project is that you're going to cook or bake for somebody and sell those for something. So he's not doing it for sales, but I'm not really sure that he should sell that ice cream soup. Look at that thing. Okay, are y'all comfy? Ready for ice cream soup? Ice cream soup. Oh, I forgot to tell you, it's by Anne Inglis and illustrated by Richard Watson. Okay, let's see what he says. Look at me. Look at what I can make. I can make an ice cream cake. That ice cream cake looks pretty good. I know what to do. I have a plan. Does Arthur make a plan? He does. First, I need a big blue pan. I get a scoop. I scoop some up. See what he's scooping out? 1 scoop, 2 scoops, drip and drop. Oh dear. There they are in the pan though. 3 scoops, 4 scoops, plop, plop, plop. Oh, do you hear our onomatopoeia? Plop, plop, plop. There's the written words. That is the sound that ice cream is making when it goes inside. Plop, plop, plop. Cool. 5 more scoops, I think I can. 6 more scoops, I fill the pan. Does he have just a tiny bit on him, do you think? I think so too. I pat it down, I pat and pat. Now I can add some of that. Oh my. What does he look like he's adding? Look at that thing. Red and blue and yellow and green. This is the best ice cream cake I have seen. Look at all those sprinkles. I pat it down, I pat and pat. Now I can add some of that. Oh my, what is that kitty cat doing? Oh, there's 2 kitty cats there. Look at what they're like, yummy. They're not actually eating it, but they're kind of playing. But look at this one, look what the kitty cat's doing. Red and blue, big and small. I think I have room to add them all. There is still room. Yes, there is room for more. I look for something that I can pour. I pour some here. I pour some there. I pour and pour everywhere. Oh my. Are you making an ice cream cake like that at your house? It looks a little nuts. Oh, look at this. There is more room. I don't want to stop. I can put something else on top. Oh my, what is he going to put on top? Let's see. Oh, I see it. I see it there. Do you see what it is? Look at my cake. Look at it now. I want to add more, and I know just how. I pat it down. I pat and pat. Now I can add some of that. Oh dear. Look at that craziness. Oh, here's another onomatopoeia word. Ready for it? It's onomatopoeia because we're writing a sound, and the sound is splat. Oh dear. Splat. What does it look like it's doing? Is it kind of falling out of the pan? What do all of their faces look like? So silly. This is not cake. This is a mess. What did I make? It looks like goop. I think I made some ice cream soup. Do goop and soup rhyme? Oh, watch what he says. Yum. Look at those kittings. What are they doing? That's so gross and so funny too. Okay, first grade. I love you bunches. Go do a great job today. Enjoy your reading about Arthur. Don't forget, if you want to read the whole book and see the crazy ending of the book, you absolutely can today. But I do want you to read the first half. Don't forget to keep it because we're going to use it next week also. Okay, do your best. Go learn your verse. Read and do your math. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.